Today we're at Misty Mountain Games in Madison for another game of Bushido. Hello and welcome to the channel. We're doing another Bushido game today, 50 rice. We have my Tengu versus some evil temple.
They're the good guys.
They're evil temple animists. Who knows what they're up to. So we have kind of an interesting game setup today. This is called
Botoku.
Botoku. And so what we have in this case is we have a central area of control objective, and so to get the points for that objective you need to have more models and more rice on the objective than your other person. So for example, if we both have one, it doesn't matter what the rice value is, nobody outnumbers the other, so neither one of us get credit. We also have these two Hakora, which you may have seen me paint before. There we are, and these are large objectives. And the way the objectives are handled in this game, they aren't influenced like normal, but we each have 6 prayer tokens. And basically you can take a model to the base of the objective and then spend a prayer token to get points for praying, in essence, at the shrine. So that will be his friendly shrine because it's on his side, and that will be his enemy shrine because it's on my side and it's reversed. And if you spend a prayer token on your own shrine, it's only worth 1 point. But if you can spend it on your opponent's shrine, it's worth 3 points. And then if you control the center, it's worth 2. So basically we have friendly, neutral, and enemy, and then reversed for the other side. You don't start scoring until turn 4. So we're just going to be bloodletting and picking up as many points as we can, and then on turn 4, whoever has the most points gets a victory point. And then we do turn 5 and add whatever scenario points we get to our totals, and whoever has the most gets another victory point. And then again on turn 6. So it's entirely possible for the game to be over in turn 5 if the same person has gotten more points both times. Anyway, that's it. Let's take a look at the armies. See you in a minute. Here we have the Tengu for the day. This is a 50 rice army, and it is 50 rice. Well, let's start in the back. We have my spearmen and Kibo, my archer and all around jack of all trades Torobo. We have my cleric Ryohobo, whose job it is to move ki around and heal. We have one of the newcomers, the giant eagle, who is very fast and fun. Over here we have another newcomer, which is the Kami of the strong west wind. He gives movement buffs primarily, and he does have a archery kind of attack, a very short range one. But mainly he gives buffs, and he is insignificant, which means he can't interact with the objectives. Haksabo, so we have our red-crowned crane. And then Katenbo, my samurai. And then because everything here is of the right configuration, which I won't bother going into, I get to take the Wind Watcher's theme, which gives me an extra 2-inch movement in the start phase of every turn. And if I manage to either have somebody die on my side or manage to kill a model of a greater rice value than the model that killed it, then I get another minor buff. So pretty nice. And I have deflection, since I had 1 point left over, and this basically allows me, it's like a get out of jail free card. If he's trying to do some magic woodgie on me that requires an opposed key test, I can just throw this card out and automatically pass it. So there is the Tengu for the day. Oh, and just so you know, not that you'll probably see them much, but the little gravestones are going to be our prayer tokens. So that's how many I have to spend. And when I'm out, I'm out. So if I want to spend all my tokens on my little 1-point idol, I can, but if he gets 1 or 2 off on my idol, which would be worth 3 points, then I'm in trouble. So that's kind of the way the game goes. Very interesting. Right, here are the forces for the Temple of Rokan. Let's see what they've got.
So first, I have the Kitsune and Fox form. They are a dual form model, so I can switch back and forth between either the Fox or the Lady by spending 1 key token. I have equipped them with the Vial of Raijin Breath, which requires 1 key, and it gives you +2 movement and the Fly characteristic. And Arashi's Fan, which is a 1 rice upgrade that gives you +2 range defense. Next up is King of the Tengu, Sojibo. He is the beat stick and support character for my warband, and I have equipped him with the Healing Balm, which will allow him to heal both himself and his allies. Next up is Kyubei. He is an assassin. He is basically going to be trying to assassinate particularly special characters. He has special rules that give him buffs against the Shisai, which his cleric is. Next up is the Fisherman of the Shiramizu. She is my ranged sniper with her lantern. Not really sure how that works. And then he is Kaito. He is my strong fighter type. He also deploys a tilled field terrain on the table, though for this match it will not be mattering that much. And lastly is the Kami of the Evening Flame. He increases the fighting power of a targeted miniature, and can also be detonated for a massive fireball if need be.
All right.
I have also bought the Moment of Enlightenment, which allows me to get additional ki for my warband, and the Rope Trap, which I can deploy to try and slow down the enemy. My warband does not have an does not meet the criteria for an overall theme, so I will not be getting any additional special buffs.
So I'm curious, how many points do you have in upgrades?
I have, let's see, I should have, I think 7, or no, 6, because it's 4, no, it is 7, yeah.
Well,
Spent a lot on the upgrades, because Kami weren't doing the trick.
all right. Okay, thanks. We'll see you on the table. All right, here is the tactical roll for the very first turn. The winner of this gets to pick their deployment zone, so the table may end up getting spun here. So let's go ahead and roll. 2 versus, looks like more than 2.
4.
2 versus 4, all right. So your decision, where would you like to go?
I would like this corner, because I can't fly.
All right, sounds good. So the table stays the way it is. See you in a bit. Here we are after deployment. As you can clearly see, there are no big area effect things in this game because there's all the Tengu bunched up. We had corner deployment, so basically a 6-inch by 6-inch point in the corners where you come in on. And then here are the temple over here. They're a little more spread out, but these super speedy flying foxes in the front. And we're ready to go. Let's do the roll to see who gets to choose who goes first. So I've got a 2, you have a
3.
I don't know what that is. 3, so it's your call. You want to go first?
I would like to go first.
All right, it's yours. We'll see you after turn 1. Here we are at the end of turn 1, and let's take a look at the action. It's actually been pretty interesting. Both forces have moved forward cautiously. We're kind of dancing around this central objective here. You can see the Tengu have kind of massed in this line right at the edge of the platform, with some of the support characters, the Kami and things in the back, while the temple forces are kind of forming a line.
Lying in wait.
Lying in wait around the King of the Tengu. This sneaky fox guy back here is waiting to get a shot at my Shisai, which is my cleric, the owl there. So as it stands, I have the central objective, so I will get 2 points. But there's going to be a ton of points in this game. So
Also, there is one notable exception to my hiding back in a line. That being my fire kami.
oh yes, I
Which-
somehow I neglected to mention that.
So the fire kami has an ability where at the starting phase you can remove it from play, and it basically sets off a firebomb that has a 2-inch radius around him, which will catch these 4 Tengu. And how fire works is that then at the end of that round, everybody will take 2 damage because it is a level 2 fire turn.
So I thought I'd do a little film of the pregame here because some pretty important things happened. Mainly that stupid kami blew up and caught 4 of my models on fire. So Hakuzabo, Torobo, Ryohobo, and Zenkibo are all burning. And at the end of this turn, they will all take 2 points of damage. Not enough to kill any of them, but certainly a lot of damage to spread out and around.
That's a lot of damage.
And then during my kind of pre-turn actions, he has the ability to snare or to stun somebody. So he stunned
And what's the range on this
the
stun?
King of the Tengu, 8 inches.
Okay, yes.
So the King of the Tengu is down 1 attack die, which is actually a really big deal. And then I was able to shuffle a couple of models around a couple of inches, and we did roll in case I was able to shuffle somebody out of the way, and I lost the roll. So everybody blew up. So the eagle kind of backed up a little bit, and my archer backed up a little bit, so he's not quite such a target for assaults. Though he can certainly charge me in 1 turn, but there you go. We'll see you after. Oh, while we're here, let's do our roll for who gets the turn.
Yep.
So far I haven't rolled above a 2, and once again
5.
and a 5, so we are definitely not rolling well today. We'll see you at the end of turn 2. Hello everyone, and welcome to the end of turn 2. Is that really it? Turn 2? It has been a bloody turn. Bloody enough that I didn't actually think about objectives until right now when I turned on the camera.
Good news is you get 2 more for having a bajillion people.
I do get 2. Basically, there was a giant scrum in the middle of the table, as you would expect. The Tengu kind of all circled up around here and toughed it out. The King of the Tengu was there and just got mugged.
Barely.
One guy after another piled into him and attacked and attacked and attacked.
He got attacked 6 times.
Yeah.
It was brutal.
And finally did just enough to kill him. There's the fox. What did the fox say? The fox said, Kitsune said, I want to wear blue. That's what she said. And then she attacked Hakuzabo. For me, the most pain for sure was that Ryohobo, the fox guy here, what's his name? Kube is really set up to do a number on my poor Shisai and Shisai. And he did it. He did all but 1 point.
I was one attack roll off from killing him. Also, my firebomb strategy didn't work out because turns out Ryobo has a heal pulse that completely negates it. So
Yeah,
that's unfortunate.
that was unfortunate. He had everything was on fire, and then all of a sudden everything wasn't. So I'll take that. So at the moment, he is down a couple of models. He's down, the King of the Tengu, and he's down the Fire Kami.
3. I have 3 models on the table fewer than you do.
And then I'm not down anything, but Ryohobo is just about dead. So we'll see what I can do about that.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I don't think he can heal himself, so I think he's just got to suffer through.
Yeah, he can't because he's in base to base.
So there we go. We will. Let's do our roll before we move on.
Yep. Will I win?
You know what? Sorry, folks. I wanted to get some kind of cool close-up shots so you can see what's going on, see what the models look like. It's kind of, unfortunately, things are kind of dark in here, so. All right, let's do our roll to see. Now, I've lost every one of these rolls. Ready?
Yep.
3.
1. Oh no!
All right, I
when
finally
I needed it most.
I finally get to go first.
No.
All right, we'll see you in a bit. All right, everyone, we're going to wrap this up at where are we? Turn 3.
Turn 3. Yeah.
Turn 3. We're running out of time and we're running out of models, so I think it's fairly comfortable with the result, even though we're ending the game early.
Yeah.
So in essence, what happened is I won the roll and I took my injured cleric, moved him out of the way. The fox guy.
He used his special ability to not disengage, but still get out of combat.
He got out of combat. He walked into combat with my Rio Hobo, and he took him out. But I had enough model advantage that I was able to go over here and take out the fisherwoman, and each of these models still has an activation left, so they can get to the shrine over there and start doing 3-point prayers. So that would be 6 points a turn just from the two of them.
And you're already 4 points ahead.
And I'm already 4 points ahead. The fox lady got out of combat with Haxabo and ran over here and is now sneaky fox close to my shrine. So at least until I chase it down, the fox is going to be laying 3 points a turn. But again, I'll be able to get the 6 from over there and probably 2 from the center as well.
Yeah.
Took out the peasant here, and So anyway, so it was a fun game.
The foxes survived.
The fox survived. It's
3 games where I've gotten nearly board wiped, and she has somehow managed to live.
That is, and you did such a good job painting her. I'm really happy about that. So anyway, thank you everyone for joining us again. I hope you enjoyed the game, short as it was, and we'll see you next time around. I got another game tomorrow night, so hopefully we'll get these videos up pretty quick. Thanks. Have a great time. Bye bye.
I think